We're very happy to be here because obviously we are about to talk about a very important project for us. You've heard a little bit about the ecosystem, and it's not very often that us as Rakuten Viber get to use the technology that Rakuten Mobile provides in order to come up with a product that can actually make our users' life easier. And for the last couple of years, we've all been about making our users' life easier because we are slowly but surely pivoting towards our understanding of a super app. For those of you that are not necessarily very familiar with where Viber is these days, needless to say, we are a global app. We are present in over 190 countries. We cover a lot of languages, way too many according to our product team. And apart from messaging that remains the core function of everything that we do, we have slowly started adding more and more services to go into the super app area. To our Asian counterparts here, let's be clear, we are not aiming to become another Line or another WeChat, and Asia is leading the way when it comes to super apps. And it's leading the way because the conditions in these markets have been very specific and has allowed these apps to do a lot more for the users' daily lives that we can imagine to do in this part of the world. There are also markets that are very specific. Line covers Japan, WeChat covers China. So because they have a concentrated population, they can cover a range of services from A to Z. But when you cater for 190 countries, obviously we have to pay attention to each and every market. And while we have a global strategy, we have to employ a local approach. Why super app is obvious. It's been 10 years now that the real estate on our phone is becoming more and more precious, in the sense that we have more and more apps and we use fewer and fewer apps, out of which at least one is going to be a messaging app. And these days, it's not even a matter of either or. On average, a user will have 2 to 3 messaging apps, depending on what they are doing. Therefore, being present as a business in a messaging app makes total sense, not only from a cost perspective, but from a convenience perspective. So the super app approach, pretty obvious to us, I hope pretty obvious to some of you as well. This is just a quick summary of where we've come from and where we're going. And if I manage to use a clicker properly, you'll see that while we started with messaging, we added a lot of other services along the way. A lot in the space of business communication, advertising, down to bots, payments, lenses, business accounts for enterprise, self-service for small and medium businesses, and managed services for large enterprises. And last but not least, not this part, but not least, a range of products for the users that go, as I was saying, beyond messaging. So we have Rakuten Viber Pay that was launched a couple of years ago, and that is constantly evolving to the point where it's going to soon be supporting payments, business payments. We have Viber Dating, or Rakuten Viber Dating, that is not an obvious one to a lot of people, but it turns out, for those of you that are still unfortunate enough to be in dating apps, that when you are in a dating app, you naturally move a conversation to a messaging app. So we thought, why not do both, given that ultimately you're going to end up in a messaging app anyway. So we launched Viber Dating. That is working very well. And whereas I'm told we still need to figure out why there are too many men versus not enough women, this is where we are these days. Then we have Viber Out that has been around for almost 14 years now. It's effectively the only plan and probably the most cost-effective plan that will allow you to make international calls at the cheapest rate. And now, thanks to Claudio and Rakuten Mobile, we're actually going to have the travel eSIM. Now, I know that we all said with COVID, oh my God, nobody's going to travel. You understand? We're all staying home and we're protecting the planet. Turns out we have protected the planet for about, a year, 2? And after that, we forgot about protecting the planet. So everybody started traveling again. The plane tickets became very expensive, which means that a lot of households are still watching very carefully the budget that they put into travel. But travel continues to grow. So it makes sense that we will launch this as a feature for our users because all of our users from everywhere around the world are traveling. And we have the support of Rakuten Mobile to launch a product that will make their life, as I was saying, easier. And it goes hand in hand with the rest of the services that we have launched so far. So eSIM as a product in itself, outside of what we're doing with Rakuten Mobile, is bound to grow. Revenue is bound to grow for about 400% in the next, 5 years? And we're expecting more than 1.5 billion people to travel in, I don't know why we're saying 2025 when we are in 2026, but I say that we have 1.5 billion people that have traveled in 2026 and probably a lot more once the current war is over this year. So it makes total sense to invest in this venture. And as I was saying, it's not very often that we get to use the technology in order to come up with a product that is clearly going to benefit our users. And just a quick video to show you what it's going to look like.
Are you ready to travel? Make sure Rakuten Viber is packed. Introducing the new Viber eSIM. Get low-cost rates with global reach. Heading to Spain?
Hola!
Now you can stay connected anywhere you go. Viber eSIM is activated instantly, so you can arrive connected. Viber eSIM. Stay connected.
Great. So now I'm going to hand it over to Claudio, who's going to show you what's under the bonnet actually and how it's actually supposed to look like.
Thank you, Cristina. First of all, I'd like to say we're very, very proud to partner with Viber and enable their super app vision. It really is a dream coming through. And this collaboration with Viber also enables and brings to life the Rakuten Mobile vision to bring connectivity beyond the traditional mobile operators into the super app, fintech, and travel sectors. We have been working very closely to looking at the enterprise customer needs over the last few years to come up with a platform that meets those needs across different sectors. So the way we have built our platform, it's an AI-powered way where we enable different aspects of the end-to-end client experience and customer experience when it comes to end users. We have enabled a white label consumer portal, which is the one you see over here, which our clients can use to deliver the customer experience that they like to their users. But for businesses and super apps like Viber, we also make available APIs. And through those APIs, our clients can integrate into their customer experience, into their customer journeys, and deliver a seamless in-app experience without the users ever needing to leave the app. And then at the back end, we have an admin portal that also allows our clients to manage the service, activate the packages. And the way it looks like, it has full flexibility for Viber as well as anybody else to create any package from local to regional to global countries. For example, they can select USA or Canada as a country. Then they can select the allowances, the price points they want to offer to their clients. And this works very well for in-app usage as well. So that the bundles and the packages are created. And then after that's done and the business is up and running, we offer a number of insights and reports where clients can see the top 10 packages, the eSIM status, really drilling down into kind of the usage profiles, the where they've traveled, utilization rates, all those key metrics that allow Viber and other clients to really manage the business and make the success. part of our vision is to be what we call aggregators of aggregators. It's been a very competitive market out there. There's a lot of resellers and aggregators of travel eSIMs. So what we do, we aggregate the best of the best to provide the best quality networks at a competitive price. Some of the aggregators are regional, in which case we partner for specific regions, and we can aggregate a group of countries. So the Viber customers can travel in those countries and have the best experience, the best network, and the best rates as well. Those who've been in the travel eSIM sector will have noticed there's been a number of players coming up into the market. We've seen resellers, we've seen digital pure players like Caralo, Holafly. There's been neobanks, the fintech sector coming into this, the travel companies, online travel agencies, airlines, and you name it. So there is a whole world of competitors out there. So one of the things we do for Viber is we are enabling a market intelligence tool that allows Viber, as well as other clients, to keep an eye on what's going on in the market, who's coming in the market, what are the key competitors, what price plans they have, what's the lowest price plan in the market at this point in time, and track essentially how the competition is moving in the countries that are important to run the business with. So we spent quite a bit of time to develop this tool, and customers can get alerts in terms of when there is a price change. There's hundreds, or thousands actually of price plans out there, and we do send a price alert to advise on when there's been a move in the market. So that's on the market intelligence. But then at the core of the platform, there is AI and the way we help customers manage the platform, resolve any issues. Our platform takes input from any data which is technical, commercial, or testing data. So if there is a fault or a commercial change, we can prompt the resolution. We can suggest the best course of action. And that is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. If I could just offer a couple of questions, both to Claudio and yourself, Cristina, as well. So firstly, to you, Cristina, how do you see this partnership expanding in the future, and how does it advance Viber's mission of being a super app?
There are some things that we haven't mentioned in the presentation, and it's the fact that for now, at least for the pilot phase, we will be starting with one market. Obviously, in order to make this a viable product, we will need to go way beyond that. So in the immediate future, after the initial launch, we need to figure out how quickly we can add additional markets and where. And from there, obviously, literally the sky is the limit, because we already have a calling product. We have Viber Out, as I was saying. So the go-to-market plan has endless possibilities. And then integrating this within the other tools that we offer on the platform, the B2B tools, can actually open absolutely new opportunities for the product.
And I suppose a similar question to you, Claudio. What's your take on how the partnership could expand and what we can expect in the near future?
For us, it's also it's about a very close collaboration on helping Viber address all the market opportunities out there, whether it's from a pricing point of view, from a technical point of view, enabling new countries, new bundles. The market is moving very fast. So it's about also us moving fast and capturing all those market opportunities out there.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gents, a big round of applause to our speakers from Rakuten Mobile.